Hello friends and everyone, and welcome with my last build for 3.15. I went blindly into the not original
Oh man, here we go.
build showcase with corpse explosion. It is still so bad to play that I can't believe it that I'm sharing it to you.
No, don't do it!
I mean, look at the damage potential.
Nani?
How can a content creator share this crap? Unless me. Today we play with elemental skill, with 100% conversion to chaos damage, and it feels good to be in my own kind again. I mean, nothing beat to be home again.
Home sweet home.
Everything went smoothly from the moment I switched from leveling skill to main damage.
Bullshit.
Well, as usual, I tried things before achieving this cruising, like an all-day DJ gig.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
3.15 is a league where I feel it was the most fun for me. I didn't get bored and I could change gameplay quite easily. As usual, it's only poison centric, but I like that way, and not a lot of content creators do poison related skill. Items are interchangeable, means that when you get it at the early league start for a couple of penny,
Shut up and take my money!
you won't have to bother selling it before going to your next character. It seems not a lot like this, it's just your own little QOL. For the next couple of days, I will put myself in another game, patiently waiting for the upcoming announcement for 3.16, and OG Cube has prepared themselves to scare me for the following league.
When will that be? Soon enough.
As usual, don't forget to do your usual shit for every YouTuber, and also there is a POB link in the description below. Well,
Oh, enough with the chit chat. Let's blow this mother.
let's jump into it before you get bored listening to my stupidity. The spell that is useful today is Detonate Dead. You get it quite early in the game, but gameplay is really clunky unless even investment in speed.
I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Because you need a corpse to be detonate and deal damage, but you have to kill monster first to get a corpse. You have skill to help you out like Desecrate and Unearth to spawn corpse, but it's very slow and punishable easily if you self-cast it. Or you can just run and leave corpses behind you, which is what you are going to do 95% of the time. Just run through things to lay corpses and switch to the next pack. At this point you can almost save
Thanks, Daddy.
the dog. There is two tricks that we use in combination here. The first is damage conversion with enhanced support gems to get 100% damage to chaos. The second, to have the spell be cast by arcanist brands. Even if you lose a bit of damage like this, is not really important, trust me on that point. And one terribly nice behavior is about the AI. The monster just tend to follow you, and with Corpse Walker unique boots, this is just like you drop bomb with every step that you make. So with all the basic, let's jump to the passive tree. On the Witch Necromancer Ascendancy, everything is focused to get more damage. A slightly drop
Avec de la bière. Là, on a fait un petit de bière. De la bière.
of defense stuff, but most of the defensive layers come from the passive tree, like armor or life regen. And last but not least defensive layer is about the gameplay, to never stop moving.
Et surtout, vous arrêtez pas de courir, hein? Quoi? J'ai piégé vos chaussures, hein? Si vous passez sous la barre des 30 km/h, vous explosez.
Keep in mind two things when building your character. You need to get a 100% chance to poison in a generic way. The spell damage is not a big deal because you take note to get this person, but for the corpse explosion part is only in the generic way. For the second one is about the mana. I couldn't get enough mana regen for my build. If you have the offering plus 4 brand active at a time, you will need the help of your mana flask.
Help me! Help me!
For the one not making noise in the back, this is a poison build damage mostly related to corpse slide. So to scale your damage, this is a stat that you're looking for. Before going to the next section, just a quick word of mistake that I've made. You know what, friends? I'm getting better and better, and you too if you follow my build, because I didn't make that much error or big mistake for this build. When I first started to plan this build, I wanted to autocast Desecrate with Kitava Stitching. The clumsiness of the gameplay was
Absurd reaction.
I needed to run toward the pack for having corpses around them. Then pray for Shayula to lay corpses as much as possible and kill the pack as quick as possible. It was terribly
That's stupid! Use your common sense.
mostly because of the unique that you need for this game. And also, I wasn't using the full potential of Corpse Walker. Then I was looking for a way to get permanent phase run or elusive effect. Passing through monster and not being body block was something that I considered really evilly at the time. I tried with Farrell body armor. It was nice. The frenzy charge generation was clearly a nice damage boost. But then I forced myself to use more of chill charge, and with a nice setup, it went clear for me that phase run are for the scarier of PoE player. For the game setup that I display right now, I have never imagined that one day I will prefer enhanced gem than a normal support one. This gem feels so weak compared to the two others. Here is the best example where you absolutely need it. Even if you don't want to use the damage conversion and use the Volker guidance to have the stat fire damage can poison like the overbuild that I did in 3.15, the damage potential that way with full percent conversion to chaos is way better. For the aura, they are not changed as usual. Divergent Herald of Agony plus the unique ring associated with it is clearly a passive 3-point saver and also helps you to get 100% generic chance to poison, Malevolence to get more damage over time again, and Clarity around level 15 to try to manage mana consumption, either with mega boss fight or usual mapping. Then don't forget to cast your offering from time to time. With debuff, it's the usual shit. Despair, Valblight, Wither. Keep in mind that the two last ones are not used that often, because you just don't need it. Here I have to speak about the downside of the playstyle. You are strong, really strong. Clearly you one-shot most of everything moving toward you. Then you have a lot of almost permanently defensive layers, like 45 and endurance charge. But the sensation feel weak. Brand skill have this thing to let you feel so unpowerful. There is no EV impact, like visually or with sound, to be that much tough.
And away we go!
It's just so bad, because internally you think that you are not good enough.
That is one big pile of shit.
Last part but not the least, the item. Well, let's begin with the weapon, that is clearly important. Dagger, best weapon base type for poison damage. The more there is modifier about chaos damage over time, the better it is. Then, if you can have a bit of cast speed, it's cool, but not that important. Cast speed mostly comes from offering. Then the boots, only awesome because of the skill that it provides and the boost in damage. But no elemental resistance nor life, it is a must to have, but clearly the downside of this unique is really easy. And also Circle of Nostalgia ring to get more chance to poison on it and more chaos damage. Finally the unique body armor to get more damage and a bit of life. This unique is commonly used in a lot of my poison build because it's good and it's cheap, so what else? After that, finish everything with rares to max out elemental resistance and get around 5.5k HP. And don't forget to get jewelry with offensive stat. On this build I had prefer to take physical resistance over evasion, and it's it's good. I mean, I will try to keep that way for the following build that I will release. Well, it depends on 3.16 changing defensive layer, but it's really better that way. Combining that with endurance charge generation for cluster jewel, 45 and immortal core clearly helped me a lot to survive when you are surrounded by monsters waiting patiently to be detonated. Well, for the flask it's the same. 3.15 rework flask system was difficult and 3.16 will be different, so I didn't find just any better things that actually promise. Rumi's concoction is okay-ish, it's just here to fill the empty slot. Well, that's all for the build showcase on 3.15. It is really the last one that I will show you. I need to keep idea and the will to play around overskill for the following league. I will now play with my characters through the very end game, like Uber Elderun and Maven. Thanks for watching till the end. That was the Nog on Path of Exile. See you guys, and remember, never stop learning.